Hello, all you beautiful people, and welcome. I hope you guys are having a great day. As I check the audio levels real quick, I'm sorry about that. I Today we're doing an afternoon stream, so the stream is going to be a little bit shorter than normal, obviously. So instead of doing the typical 5-hour streams, it's gonna be 2.5 hours. I'm just gonna repeat this every single time I do the afternoon streams because I do the evening streams at a more consistent rate at when I'm able to do them and when I'm not able to do them. But also the other thing is for those people that do not end up catching the afternoon streams because maybe they can only catch the evening streams, maybe this might be their first one. I can explain it for the first time. But anyways, this is gonna be part 12 of our playthrough here, and we are 43 hours into this game. We are getting to that part where we're in the second half of Heimdallr, and generally when you get to the second half of a specific field study trip, you generally have a bunch of things just go awfully wrong. So let's just load in and see what goes on, because we saved right before we found another secret passageway. Does this lead to something innocent once again, or something really really bad? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Oh yeah, by the way, I want to reiterate that this stream has to end at around 5 p.m. So that's like 2.5 hour stream, like I kind of said earlier. But if I realize that there's going to be a section or maybe a cutscene that's gonna make me go a little bit beyond 5, I have to stop before that, because I can't really go and go for too long, because then I'll just end up being late for what I gotta do later. And at 6, an hour after that. So, anyways, let's just get to it. We found the secret passageway. Oh, is this the Ost District? Is this that door that I mentioned that I saw? It is. So, the funny thing was, last stream I said we're going to be going in here probably in this next dungeon. And I was wrong, but technically I was right, because this just led to a continuation of another exit from the Ost District. I was technically right. Hey, isn't this... Yeah, it's the Ost District. We seem to have emerged in the Ost District. Makia's home is here, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, I had no idea that underground passage went all the way from the port to here. That network of tunnels beneath the city really does seem to cover a vast area. It's like something out of a spy novel. I'll say. Maybe it's a sign. Was that? That must be the chime to mark the noon hour. Yeah, that's Heimdallr's Cathedral's bell. The cathedral itself is pretty far away over in Sankt District, but you can hear it pretty clearly even here. Well, I think it's about time we found something to eat. How about we order to go from one of the local shops? And we don't really have much, but I'd be happy to at least treat you to coffee at our house. What? You mean... Machias? You're inviting us into your home? Yeah, so Machias, he's technically has a very, very important dad, who's pretty much almost rules this entire town here of Heimdallr, which is the capital of Arabonia. And yet he lives in the commoner's neighborhood, and he barely has anything, which is kind of weird. But that's because his dad has everything and not his family, which is kind of interesting. I guess we'll find out about that soon, maybe. They decided to grab some fish and chips to go from a nearby pub. With their meal in hand, they headed to Makia's house to enjoy lunch with a good cup of coffee. This is the first time we're stepping in here. Yeah, but Makias, in the beginning of the game, he hated nobles, but it's because he lived primarily as a commoner, even though dad is pretty much a noble at this point. Ah, so this is the capital's famous fish and chips. I was expecting it to be delicious, but even still, I'm impressed. Yeah, that pub's supposed to be pretty well known for their fish and chips. I'll admit, it tastes good, but at the end of the day, it's still greasy comfort food. Better eat it while it's hot. It tastes disgusting if you let it cool off. Probably still better than wartime rations, though. What food isn't? This coffee seems pretty high class, though. It's got a nice rich fragrance. Do you buy your own beans and grind them at home? Yeah, looks like my father went out and stocked up not too long ago. Now and then, he gets the chance to take some time away from his duties and come relax back here. He sees his coffee as a small island of luxury in his hectic daily life. I think. That does sound like something I could see Governor Reganitz saying. He seems like quite a respectable man to me. You'd hardly imagine a home like this belonging to an important official like the Imperial Governor. It's tiny. You know, Fee, it wouldn't hurt to be a little less blunt. No worries. As I said, my father and I are commoners through and through. He might be a top official, but neither of us really saw that as a reason to change our whole lifestyle. Besides, it's not as though we don't have some attachment to this house. Alright. It does seem like a comfy place to live in, though. Really cozy and relaxing.
写真発見。
ああ、それか。
Yeah, I was looking at that earlier. We've never met Makia's Makia's mom, I mean. I don't think Makia's has ever mentioned his mother before.
昔は何とも言えぬ愛らしさを持っていたのだな。これがこんなに頑固で
A stubborn old nag.
なるとは。
I agree.
人の昔の写真で盛り上がるんじゃない。
さすがにお父さんは今と雰囲気は変わらないけど、隣にいるのはお姉さんか何かなのか？
That's his mom.
似たようなものさ。父方のいいとこでね。
Oh, that's not the
近
mom.
くに住んでいたから、よく
A
遊びに来てくれたん
cousin.
だ。
Gotcha.
男二人の父子家庭。いろいろと世話になってしまった。
Hey, how's it going, Michael AL93? I hope you're having a great day. You're gonna love Trails of Cold Steel. Yeah, I've played through every single Trails game so far, except for the Gag Harp trilogy. But I played through Sky and Crossbow, loved them both. So I imagine this will be more of the same. Thank you for being here, by the way. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna get pretty big here in just a second because we're in the capital. And we're in Chapter 4. It has to pick up pretty big sometime soon. And I expect it to be here.
過去形ということは、もう結婚されて家庭に入られたのか？
She probably passed away.
亡くなったよ。
Oh, yeah.
6年くらい前にね。
そうか。マキアスが貴族を嫌っている理由だな。
それって。
But how did she die, though?
本当はこんな話、誰にもするつもりはなかったんだ。だが、そろそろ僕も少しは吐き出した方がいいかと思ってね。長くなるけど、みんな付き合ってくれるか？
Let's see how...
もちろんだよ。
Let's see why he hates nobles. Maybe this will actually lead him to stop hating Eustace as well. I doubt it, though.
ぜひとも。
どうか聞かせてくれ。
ありがとう。
This chapter is an important one for Machias. Yeah, it should be. I expected it for an important chapter for both Machias and Elliot. Because, well, this is their homes. So I expect it to be. But we'll see. Hey, early start today. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much, Mr. JRPG. And thank you for being here. Yes. I'm going to be doing an afternoon stream both today and tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow if things go well. But yeah, I should be doing an afternoon stream today and tomorrow. And then doing two evening streams in a row the day after tomorrow. It's just I work later today. So I'm trying to squeeze this in. I work at 6 p.m. So I'm gonna be ending this stream at 5 p.m. It's 2:48 right now, so this is gonna be a little bit of a shorter stream, so 2.5 hours. But I want to squeeze in what I can. I want to get the content out, you know. Makias and Eustace hating each other was a pivotal plot device for both characters.
気立ても良くて
It should be.
僕にとっては最高の女性だった。さっきも言ったように、うちは正真正銘の庶民でね。でも父さんは役人としてかなり優秀だったみたいで帝都庁で重要なポストを任せられて頭角を現していったんだ。清廉潔白を地で言ってたから、煙たがる連中もいたみたいだが、それでも大きなプロジェクトをいくつも成功させたことで内外でかなりの評価を得ていった。
This game.
僕が小さい頃にはもう亡くなっていて。
Makias, Makias. Code Steel definitely gives a lot of these more storybook artworks than the other games for sure. We see a lot of these. These are less common back then.
男女体を世話してくれた。父さんも姪にあたる姉さんのことをすごく可愛がっていて、一緒に住んでたわけじゃないが、本当の意味で家族同然だった。僕にとっては自慢の姉で、幼いながらも憧れの存在だったんだ。当然だけど、そんな女性を周りの男たちが放っておくわけはなくて、随分モテていたけど、しっかりとしていた人だったから。
Sounds like a good person.
彼が現れるまでは。彼は帝都庁に勤める父さんの部下にあたる青年だった。と言っても、平民ではなくて由緒正しい貴族。それも伯爵家の跡継ぎという正真正銘のサラブレッドだった。
You have not played Sky or Crossbow? Oh my god. Oh my god, you're in for a treat.
ただ、貴族にありがちな傲慢さや存在さはかけらもなくて。
Yeah, literally, I am literally the Trails in the Sky games, especially once it hit SC, the second game, was when I was like, oh man, this is actually this is actually a really good series. It got super good, and then it hits you so hard. I imagine this series will as well. Obviously, I'm only in the first game, so I can't really speak too much of this series, but both, I want to say, SC, Trails the second, and Trails to Azure, the second game in the Crossbow games, were my favorite games. Azure is a little bit higher on my list for my favorite Trails of game, but obviously we still have a lot more to go, so I'm not fully caught up, but those are they're both great. And Estelle is my personal favorite character. Estelle's like in my top 5 favorite characters in JRPG history. So, it's pretty cool. She's awesome.
誠実そのものといった人柄だった。そんな彼が父に紹介される形で姉さんと知り合って、二人はお互い惹かれ合って身分を超えた恋人同士になった。
Reverie will be after Crossbow for me and then Kuro. I don't know what is after Code Steel 4 because I always forget. But I'm not worrying about it now. We still got Code Steel 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'll look that up. I'll check that out when I get there because I'll probably forget if I ask now.
僕の目から見ても彼と姉さんは本当にお似合いで、姉さんが幸せそうだったから仕方なく諦めるしかなかったな。
But yeah, literally, you're gonna start to realize like, oh man, since I'm playing it in like chronological order of release, you start being like, oh my god, yeah, they're talking about when when this happened back in Sky. Oh my god, they're referring to the events that happened in Azure. And I'm just like, every single time I keep bringing up those moments, and I love that. I love references. Little nods like that are pretty cool.
それが終わりの始まりだった。相手の実家、伯爵家が露骨に潰しにかかってきたんだ。どうやら四大名門の一つ、海縁公爵家との縁談が急に持ち上がったらしくてね。 平民の娘をめとるなどとんでもないと騒ぎ始めたんだ。父さんが帝都町の要職だったから露骨な手こそ打ってこなかったが、ありとあらゆる嫌がらせや脅しが姉さんに対して密かに加えられた。愛する人を困らせたくなかったのか、父の立場をおもんぱかったのか、姉さんは結局一言も相談せず、ただひたすらに耐え続けた挙句自らの命を絶った。
Oh, she committed suicide.
僕たち親子が経緯を知ったのは全てが終わった後だった。
You have usual Estelle incest jokes, even though it is an incest. Yeah.
どうやら彼は最後の最後で姉さんを手ひどく裏切ったらしい。
I mean, I know I don't. I've never once even when I started Sky One, I never considered Estelle and Joshua to be, brother and sister. Like the game, they're it's like how like they feel how they feel with each other at the beginning, but I never once thought of it like that. I kind of, at the beginning that's how they kind of act, but she usually, she usually throws these things to the player, these remarks to the players that make you think otherwise.
私は彼女に言ったんだ。愛称として大切にするからどうか我慢してくれと。なのにどうして命を絶つ。その後、父さんはそれまで以上に実績を上げた。そして盟友であるオズボーン宰相と協力する形で帝都町の貴族派を押しのけて4年前に帝都町長官、
So that suicide helped his
帝都
father
知事に任命された。
double down on working even harder than ever to secure a good spot.
これがレーグニッツ家の事情さ。
そんなことが。だから貴族が嫌いになったの？
ああ、僕は姉さんを死なせた敵を求めずにはいられなかった。
An anime convention? I'll be cosplaying as Reen in Code Steel 3.
相手の男に
I've never cosplayed in my life.
横槍を入れてきた公爵家。
I go to conventions, but I just go dressed up as, casually and buy things. Then once I buy after I go through everything I bought, buying anything that I wanted, I just go home.
しまいには貴族のすべて、貴族の文化や制度すら敵と思った。そして彼らに勝てるだけの力を必死になって追い求めてきたんだ。だけど頭のどこかでとっくに分かってはいたんだ。結局それはただの八つ当たりだったんじゃないか。貴族や平民に関係なく結局はその人なんだろう。相手の男は誠実ではあったが、
I'm looking at those hot dogs and I'm like, those hot dogs have to be cold now.
伯爵家も自分たちの利益をただ優先しただけなんだと思う。平民だろうが悪人は悪人だし、貴族にも尊敬できる人間はいる。ユーシスのやつはともかく。ディーン、ラウラ、君たちにはそれを教えられてきたからな。
マキアス、
父さんがどう思ってるのかは僕にもわからないが。
And this year's iteration of my local convention will be special for me because a friend I met online became friends with 7 years coming to it, and it'll be the first time we met. Nice. The only time I've ever met someone from online in person was a couple of months ago, actually, towards the beginning of the year. I think in February. I think it was just a one-day thing that they came over for a week. I met them one day, but that was really it. It was just like, hey, let's go to the theme park for a day, and oh, it's pretty cool though. It's a little bit nerve-wracking, obviously, but in the end, it's still pretty cool, especially if you're really good friends with them.
これが現時点での僕自身の偽らざる気持ちだ。
そうか。 そなたに感謝を。
ありがとう。話してくれて。
I really like Fee's outfit. That's such a good outfit for her.
でもマキアスも素直じゃないよね。ここまで来たらユーシスだってちゃんと認めてあげればいいのに。
That's what I say.
冗
Let him
談じゃ
know, Elliot.
あの尊大で傲慢なやつを断じて認められるものか。いつも人のことをガリ弁だの余裕がないだろう。
そこまでは言ってないと思う。それにほら、ユーシスってある意味天然っていうか、そんなに悪気はないと思うし。
It'll be awesome to meet friends you meet online in person. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun, especially depending on what you're going to be doing for that day. It's pretty cool. Anyways, I'll be heading back for work now. Thanks for the stream. Absolutely, you take care. I'll be going to work in like 3 hours as well myself. Anyways, take care. Enjoy.
それが一番腹が立つんじゃないか。
やれやれ。
コーヒーと一緒にいい時間が過ごせたな。
Any coffee break's a good break. Marcus can now use the S-Craft Ultimate Shot. I didn't even know he didn't have his S-Craft yet. I don't use Marcus, so that's kind of... It's kind of my fault for not remembering. Well, lunchtime is over. It must be almost time for the summer festival decorations to start going up. Huh? I would have thought preparations for that would have started way before now. Is the summer festival not that big of a deal in the capital? It depends on who you ask. I guess. I've always just thought of it as one of those small yearly traditions. In my hometown, the summer festival is a major event with extensive preparations. Perhaps those places where the ancient animistic traditions survive put more effort into celebrating the festival. Animism does seem to have mostly vanished here. Not as much as in Rower or Crossbell, though. Well, I suppose it's hard to think of it as a seasonal festival when in the capital. Well, I suppose it's hard to think of it as a seasonal festival in the capital when it's celebrated a month late to begin with. I think most just see it as an opportunity to catch a glimpse of the imperial family. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, that makes sense. Is that your Arcus ringing? What's it doing ringing out here? And these Arcus phones are they're so huge. Look at that. This is Class 7, Group A. Reen Schwarzer speaking. Hello there, Reen. This is Carl Regnitz. Governor Regnitz? Dad? Come to think of it, he did say that we'd be able to use our Arcus communication functionality in the city, didn't he? You're Group A's representative, so I figured it'd be best to call you. Is now a good time? Yes. Now it's totally fine. We actually just left your home. Machias invited us in for coffee. Did he now? I had a favorite specialty store roast those beans just the way I liked them. It was top-notch brew, alright. With all that's been going on, it was nice to just sit down and enjoy a good cup of coffee. That's how I feel every day of my life. Well, I'm glad you're able to spend some quality time together. Anyway, getting to the point, I'm calling because we have a bit of a problem on our hands. That being the case, I'd like Group A to take care of one additional task for me. An extra task? We can do that, sure. But what exactly is it that you'd like us to do? There appears to have been a burglary at a jeweler's in the Garnier district. But that's not all. The culprit seems to have left a message addressed to you. What? Your confusion is understandable. However, the jeweler submitted a report to the burglary to City Hall a short while ago. Normally, I'd leave this to the proper authorities, but would you be willing to go and see if there's anything that you can do? Of course, sir. We'll be heading over to Garnier District at once. Alright then. I leave this matter in your hands. What was all that about? Whatever it was, you seem perplexed. Well, wait till you hear this. Reen explained the particulars of Governor Regnitz's additional task to the group. So a jewelry boutique was burglarized and the culprit left a message addressed to us? Weird. Though thinking about it, this all seems kind of familiar. Yeah, now that you mention it, I'm getting a strange sense of deja vu as well. Still, it would have been helpful if my father could have furnished a few more details. Well, it's already past noon. Let's head over to the Garnier district and find out what happened. Alright, maybe this is where things are gonna get some crazy stuff happens. Rain and the other members of Group A paid a short visit to Heimdall Port to report the monster's extermination. After doing so, they boarded a tram to the Garnier district. They're saying that we took a whole coffee break and everything and did not report in? That's, interesting. Quest complete of the monster. Oh, 5 U materials as a reward? Remember how I was saying at the end of the last stream, like, man, I need 5 U materials and I'm not getting a single drop. Screw this, I'm out of here. And the game's like, here you go, here's 5. Thank you. One additional field study task was added. Yep, go to Garnier District. He just told us, so we don't need to read that. Okay, so we're already in the Garnier District, but I'm gonna go to Vancouver Street because now we can craft that weapon. We can customize, it was Fee's weapon. Shop. Wait, this is not the Orban store. Whoops. I always forget that the store to customize your weapons is not the weapon store, but the Orban store, which is kind of funny. There you go. Alright, now we've gotten some pretty good gear in terms of both defensive and offensive. Now we go back to Garnier Street. I'm gonna save right here. And let's go to the boutique, or the jewelers, I mean. Excuse me, are you in charge of this store? We're here on behalf of the local government to investigate a reported burglary. Yes, that's right. I'm the owner. You must be the students from Thor's military academy. Indeed. Class 7. Group A. At your service. Oh, thank goodness. We may yet have a chance to recover the Crimson Tiara. So that's the object that was stolen? Yes, exactly. It's embedded with priceless carnelian gemstones, captivating the hearts of all who gaze upon it. It's the centerpiece of our display, under consideration to become a national treasure and valued at almost 100 million mira. Pretty pricey. Yeah, I'll say. It was being displayed in that big showcase in the center of the room, wasn't it? I'd heard that the store was fitted with the best security system money could buy, so they could display the tiara safely. I'm afraid this was all due to my carelessness. There was no problem with our recently installed security system. The problem was me, falling right into Phantom Thief B's trap. Oh no. Oh no. Last time we did not have a really bad, terrible side quest from, like, the Crossbow and Sky Games, but are we gonna have one now? Wait, the Phantom Thief B? I've heard all manners of rumors about him, but I still find it hard to believe this was actually his doing. The name sounds kind of familiar. Seems like Elliot Amakias knows of him. Yeah, he's a thief with quite a reputation in the capital. He calls himself a liberator of beauty, and he made quite a name for himself with a string of major thefts a number of years ago. He's even gained an enthusiastic fan following for the daring and graceful methods he uses during his thefts. Oh, now I remember where I've heard his name before. He's the thief who managed to steal an Orbo tank from the Imperial Army, right? Yeah, that's one of his most famous exploits. I seem to recall hearing that story myself. I wonder how one steals a tank. So, do we know how the tiara was stolen? Phantom Thief B is well known for sending the victim card notifying them of his intended crime before he commits it. Did he send a card this time? Yes, that's right. The card also contained this message. Your prized tiara has already been replaced with an imitation. However, that message was a feint. While we did have the utmost faith in our security system, we knew that if anyone could get past it, it would be him. We decided to open the display case to check the tiara, but as it turns out, that's what he was counting on us to do. So that's when he stole the tiara, huh? I'm afraid so. Unbelievable. I assume you weren't able to get a good look at the culprit's face? Indeed. As soon as we opened the display case, the lights all went out. By the time we got them back on, the tiara had vanished. I see. Sounds like he's no ordinary thief. With a piece as valuable as this, can you maybe explain how you decided we'd be the optimal choice for this request? Ah, of course. Please take a look at this. To the owner of this fine establishment, know that I have the Crimson Tiara securely in my possession. Should you fulfill my conditions, I promise that it shall be returned to you unharmed. If not, I'll make no guarantees. First, you must not report this incident to the Railway Military Police. Second, you must deliver the other card here to the members of the Thor's Military Academy Class 7 Group A. Third, the aforementioned Group A must overcome the trial written on said card. Signed by Phantom Thief B. It really is addressed to us. I find the thief's apparent reveling in his crime somewhat unpleasant. Yeah, though on the other hand, he seems to be giving us a chance to get the tiara back. True. Do you have this other card that the thief mentioned? Of course. Please take this. Salutations, ladies and gentlemen of Thor's Military Academy Class 7 Group A. Should you wish to recover the treasure you seek, accept and overcome the trials I have placed before you. All of the keys lie within the Vermilion capital. The first key is at the feet of the Conqueror with the heart of a lion. Isn't that the Drakel statue? A riddle, is it? Well, I'm sure the Vermilion capital is just referring to the city itself, but as for the feet of a Conqueror with the heart of a lion, seems like a treasure hunt, and this card's our first clue. It does seem that way. So do you think you can help us out? We'd be happy to. Indeed. Taunting us like that, I'm all for wiping that smug satisfaction off his face. Let's be off then. Thank you so much. Please find it. Quest burglary at the jeweler's started. That should be an easy one. This should be Drake House Plaza. This should be the statue of Drake House himself. Nice armor. The Conqueror with the heart of a lion. It couldn't mean anything other than this statue of Emperor Drakel's. Agreed. It's hard to hear a clue like that and not immediately think of Drakel's the Lionheart. And this statue is the most famous monument of him here in Hain Dollar. Then chances are good that we're in the right place. The card said to have a look at his feet. Let's do it then. Here we go. It's the same type of card as the last one too. Found Phantom Thief B's card. I assume we were correct then? Well, we won't know until we check. The second key is in the northeastern seat of the Prismatic Palace. Northeastern seat. Prismatic Palace. Oh, I know what that is. That's the garden. The second key. So basically, we've got another scavenger hunt. So it seems. I can't believe he's making us go through this whole rigmarole. What can we do but play along though? In the northeastern seat of the Prismatic Palace. Just what could that mean? Oh, I needed water. Alright. It has to pretty much be this. In here. Northeastern. This one. This must be the Prismatic Palace. Yeah, all signs point to the Crystal Garden, which leaves only the northeastern seat. I'm assuming it refers to an actual place one can sit, which would suggest we ought to investigate this bench in the northeast part of the garden. Is that it? Found Phantom Thief B's card. Seems so. What's it say? Let's see. The other key is... At the round table where once rested the gauntlets that supported the east of the city. The round table? That where once rested the gauntlets that supported the east of the city. That one I don't know. Oh goody. Another riddle. So, what can we do but keep going? Ah, it seems fate has ordained that we should meet again. I recognize that voice. Oh, it's the Bracer, right? No, it's Phantom Thief B himself. I assume it was going to be the Bracer that we met in Chapter 2 in Burial Hard, because I remember he was suspicious of not only Phantom Thief B and what he's up to, but he was curious about us. as a group. Who are you again? He's Baron Bleblanc. Yeah, we first met during our field study in Barrierheart, I believe. Très bien. I am most pleased to see that you have not forgotten me. Though if my eyes do not deceive me, you have two new faces among your throng today, no? Hi, it's, nice to meet you. I've heard mention of you from my classmates. Has your search for beauty brought you all the way to Heimdallr too? You could indeed say that. However, to meet not just in Barrierheart, but among the picturesque elegance of the Vermilion capital as well. Truly, it seems that we are bound together by a destiny most inseparable. Would you not agree? I'm not sure. He's a bit on the unique side, huh? Yeah, unique. Let's just call it that. I couldn't sense him coming at all, though. Please, the intensity of your stares is positively withering. Or is it that my overwhelming beauty has clutched your heart so tightly that you cannot help but gaze in wonder? Oh, I'd bet all the mirror I have on me that's absolutely not the case. Now, if you'll excuse me, there's still much I must attend to. I wish you the best of luck with your studies. And there he goes. So what did he come to convey to us? With that guy? Who knows? Yeah, that's Phantom Thief B. Alright, they said what once rested the gauntlets. Huh. That's gonna be a tough one. Wait. Let me check one or two things. Let me check your home, Machias. I may end up having to look it up, but I want to at least see if I can figure this out myself, because it's so much easier than how it was back in Sky and Crossbow games. So I want to see if I'm right about the couple of tries I do. Okay, this one wasn't right. Let me pull it back up. Oh my god, they won't let me read it. I have to go, here. At the round table were once rested the gauntlets that supported the east of the city. I don't think it'd be in any of these. Round table. Let me get out of here real quick and see this. Imperial Chronicle building? What's in there? I don't think I really explored that much. No, definitely did not. Dang, I'm gonna have to look this up, aren't I? It could be here, though. And this is my best guess. It has to be in this area. Can I go in the Opera House yet? No. Because there's one table in particular that I know that's similar to a round table. But, we're not able to go back to that table in the train station. That one area in the train station, so... Dang, I'm gonna have to look this one up. Dang, I'm gonna have to look this up. That sucks. Because it definitely would not be a port. I can't think of how it would relate to a port. Dang it, what's the name of this quest? Burglary at the jeweler's. Oh. Actually, go to Alto Street. We're going inside the Bracer Guild. That makes sense. It's in here. I think it's the top floor. Yep, here it is. The gauntlets that supported the east of the city. The gauntlet is a symbol of the Bracer Guild, isn't it? It's on their emblem, too. Yeah, the once and east parts mentioned in the notes seem important as well. This building was once a branch of the guild, and while the capital once had 2 such branches, this is the most eastern branch. This must be the round table. Ah, here it is. Obtain Phantom Thief B's card. I can't believe he even trespassed into our lodgings. Indeed, though from the look of things, it doesn't seem he touched anything else. Still not a pleasant thought. Yeah, kind of creepy knowing he was here. Especially considering we don't know what he's actually after. Anyways, let's see what the next card says. The 4th key is... On the bottom of the white burden of the steel bird perched at the water's edge. Steel bird, okay, white burden, okay. Probably the port. Sure enough, it's another riddle. And a rather challenging one at that. But it could also be... Let me check the port real quick. Like this? Like one of these thingies? Like the boats?
そういえば、ラウラの故郷は湖に面してるんだったか。
That's what I think of. Like one of these things. Oh? I think we did it. The steel bird perched at the water's edge. The last clue seems like it might be referring to the crane here in Heimdallr Port. And that would make its white burden these containers. I can't see a card attached to any of them though. The clue did say it would be on the bottom. Perhaps we should discuss with whoever's in charge here and ask him to check the containers for us? That'd be Port Chief Damberto. We met him earlier today. Let's see if he's willing to help us. Group A explained their situation to Port Chief Damberto, who agreed to check all the white containers for them. And just as they predicted, a card was found affixed to the bottom of the containers. How the devil did that get stuck to the bottom like that? He wouldn't have been able to attach it without lifting the container, and that would have meant using the crane. But when did he do it? None of us ever noticed anything suspicious. Well, he is supposed to be a master of disguise, right? Maybe he disguised himself as one of the workers here. I can only guess as to how he might have done it, but it's definitely not something a normal person could pull off. That aside, what does the card say? Oh yeah, let's see. The final key is also hidden near the water's edge. The crimson crown you seek sleeps within the black ark, nestled in the steel car that marches with the minutes. You mean, The boat? This one's just as obtuse as the others. Though if it's also hidden near the water's edge, from all the indication, I'd say the next one here is in Heimdall Port too. It says Final Key and Crimson Crown too, so at least there's that. Yeah, looks like this is the last one. Has to be in the boat. But I don't think we can go into any of the boats.
エスペランサ
確か希望という意味だな。
It has to be a boat. Is there one on this? No, we can't see anything over here. Something like a car. I would think of a boat. Like, I think of this boat. Dang, I really do think of this boat. Is there anything else that might give it away? No, just the boat, honestly. Oh, the tram. The steel car. My guess is that the last clue refers to the orbital tram. It seems like the best fit. What about marching with the minutes? A tram schedule the tram schedule, of course. Arriving and departing at preset times. Heimdall Port is a starting and ending port for all the trams in the city. So you could say the tram here is waiting for its appointed time. That makes sense. In a weird way, I guess this place is I guess this is the place then. Ooh, sorry about that. Let's get to the driver's permission to have a look inside. Excuse me, do you think you could do us a favor? Sure, what do you need? Green explained the situation to the tram driver and asked permission to search inside the tram. The infamous Phantom Thief B hid something in this tram car? Yes, we believe that to be the case. Wow, really? I get where you're coming from. Go and look around as much as you want. Thanks for your cooperation. Oh wow, we can actually look around. How did the tram driver not even notice this? Looks like this must be the black arc mentioned on the card. Our Phantom Thief B appears to have taken no pains to hide it. Isn't it kind of weird that the driver didn't notice it? Maybe Phantom Thief B left it here not too long ago. Or he's the driver. I wouldn't be so sure. Anyway, let's take a look inside. Inside the black case rested a tiara embedded with the dazzling carnelians. It has such a fiery glow to it. Well, fiery glow to it. Well, this is definitely the crimson tiara we've been searching all over town for. So this thing's worth 100 million mira. Gulp. I'm almost afraid to handle it. Yeah. We gotta be really careful about getting this back to the jeweler's safety. Found crimson tiara. So the tiara really wasn't there, huh? Now I'm wondering if the last passenger who stepped off the tram was Phantom Thief B himself. I don't remember there being any unusual passengers on board, though. I see. So you have no idea who Phantom Thief B could have been, then? To have done so much, and yet left no trace of his presence. He must truly be a master at covering his tracks. I'll say. But hey, at least we were able to get the tiara back. I suppose that's good enough. What's wrong, Rain? Well, why are you staring at me like that? I think it's time we put an end to this little charade, don't you? Baron Bleblanc? Or should I call you Phantom Thief B? What? Beautiful. I was right. I was right along. I was right all along. I got it right. This savory taste is why the unripe fruit is the most delectable of all. Wait, aren't you the Baron we met earlier? But that mask, that's the mask of Phantom Thief B. Allow me to introduce myself once again. I am Phantom Thief Blue Blanc, otherwise known simply as Phantom Thief B. Baron Blue Blanc is but one of my many roles I have assumed during my pursuits. Incidentally, might I ask when you first discovered my true identity? It didn't really take much discovering. You went out of your way to show up in the Crystal Garden after all. Now maybe it's just me, but I find it hard to believe you were seriously trying to hide your identity to begin with. Your disguises? Nothing short of perfect, I have to admit. But with all the work you put into this, I suspected you might come check on us near the end of your little game. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning. Simply splendid. But why would you do something like this? Why go all the trouble? Ah, does that interest you? Must there be a motive? Hello, Mega Man's brother. Welcome, thank you so much. I'm sorry you're playing for this atrocity. Game's pretty good so far. Ah, does that interest you? Must there be a motive? Nah, now that we know your identity, there's nothing more to discuss. Theft is a crime. Indeed, a crime we would not allow to go unpunished. Ah, what spirited youths you are. Oh, I don't think we've seen him do that teleport since Chosen the Sky 1. What? How did he do that? Haha, just a little trick I like to keep up my sleeve. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it gets worse, man. Oh yeah, don't worry, I expect it to be pretty crazy. Literally, it's gonna, like all the other Trials games, they get pretty crazy. And there's 4 games, so it's definitely gonna be a long and slow one, but we'll get there. Regardless, you have provided me with plenty of sport and more than enough entertainment for one day. I'll be watching your future achievements with keen interest. Ladies and gentlemen, until we meet again, I bid you adieu. He disappeared again. Shh, that's quite a little trick. He might still be nearby. Let's search the area. Green and the others scoured the area for Phantom Thief B, but try as they might, they found no trace of him. After reporting the details of the incident to the City Hall, they trekked back to the jewelers to return the tiara. Yeah, Phantom Thief B is literally in every single Trails game, and I really hate it. He's the most annoying character. I can't believe that you were able to recover the tiara safely. How can I ever thank you? I almost get the impression we're the reason he stole it in the first place. Maybe we should apologize to you. Oh no, not at all. Phantom Thief B's conquests have always seemed rather capricious. I imagine he's just decided to use all of you as a convenient excuse for his latest escapade. Given how fixated on us he seemed, I don't think that's at all likely. Well, better not to say anything. Indeed, the last thing we want is to cause more confusion here. I'm afraid I can't offer you much, but please take these as a token of my thanks. Dang, she gave us 500 of every sepif. Now that's an amazing prize. This is a lot of sepif. Are you sure it's alright to give us that much? It almost feels like it's more than we deserve. Well, this is a jewelry boutique. After all, we have more sepif lying around than we know what to do with. Well, that does make sense. Thank you very much. Think nothing of it. It's the least I could do after all you've done for us. Quest burglary at the jeweler is completed. Nice. Do I have sepif mass to give up? Yeah, at the 3,000 I never gave up. Let me leave and come back in so I can load up the area. Or, hold on, we got a cutscene to view. Phew, that was quite exhausting. Phantom Thief B was even more an unpleasant fellow than I had expected. Annoying to think his smug face was watching us the entire time. Yeah, though his name is pretty well known around here. He was plainly suspicious even when we first met him, but I didn't suspect he proved this much of a troublemaker. Something wrong, Reem? I was just thinking, He must be incredibly skilled. He disguised himself so well that he was virtually unrecognizable, not to mention all those other things he did. If this were martial arts, if this were martial, oh my god, if this were martial arts we were talking about, he'd definitely be at the master level. I can't disagree. True. But why would someone like that try to mess with us? He specifically asked for Group A too. Though I can't imagine why. Hold on. Is it my father again? This is Class 7 Group A Ring Shorter speaking. Hello, hello. Sounds like you've been keeping yourselves busy. I know it's you, Instructor Sarah. Oh, got it in one. How'd you guys guess? Don't tell me. Is it your smoldering love for your tragically beautiful teacher? That would be a good one. I have many feelings about you, but love would be stretching it. Anyway, you don't usually call us while we're out on a field study. Is something wrong? Actually, there's somewhere like Group A to go. When you finished up what you have to do for your field study, I'd like for you to head over to the Sank District. Okay, let's see. That's where Hain Cathedral and the embassies are, right? I think Elisa's Academy is somewhere around there too. Yeah, that's the place. I want all of you assembled outside St. Estrella's Girls' School at 5 o'clock. Group A will be there too. What? Don't worry. I've already informed the governor about this, so go ahead and enjoy yourselves. Anyways, have fun. Toodles. Hold on. What's wrong now? It sounded as though the instructor is being her usual irresponsible self again. Pretty much. I don't know what she's thinking. Reen explained to the rest of the class, or to the rest of the team, that they were to assemble at St. Estrella Girls' School by 5 o'clock. We don't even know where that is, so that's probably in another location. Oh, I know where that is. That girl academy's for nobles. Isn't that the one your sister attends? I have a few acquaintances who attend there myself, but I can't imagine why she'd have us all meet there. Girls' Academy, huh? I'm kind of curious. I'm sure she has her reasons. Weird ones, probably. It's almost evening, so we should probably finish up here and start heading over. The best way to the Sank District is by tram, right? Yeah. Doesn't matter where we catch the tram from, it'll pass through there. I almost dread to think what we'll have to do when we get there, though. The Sank District has been added to the list of locations selectable from any of the capital's tram stops. Nice. But first, are they gonna allow me to shop here yet? Isn't this the place yet? Yes, it's right here. Let me exchange this. I'm nowhere near though. Actually, yes, I can buy one. I would love to buy both. We're gonna buy Still Blue and put it on Elliot. But no, we're not gonna put it on right now. Take off the Prismatic Cape. Poison, Blind, and Burn gets prevented, and Arts Attack plus 50. Poison, Blind, Burn, Seal, and Mute. You resist all of that. Awesome. Hopefully we go into another dungeon, because we're not too far away from being able to buy a Passionate Rouge for Reen. I'm going to buy that one for Reen next. Then, hopefully I'll be able to buy another Still Blue for Emma, and then one more Passionate Rouge for Laura. Although that is a lot of Mira. That is spending a lot of time grinding. So we'll have to see. Anyways, let me save right here. And let's go to the Sank District. It wouldn't even let me go there. It wants me to go over here real quick. I doubt we'll have time to do anything else once we've arrived at the Sank District. Should we get going? Traveling to the Sank District will cause the main story to advance. Yes, just go. This is my chance to drink some water while I have a the opportunity to stop talking. Alright. Oh yeah, look at that. A bunch of girls dressed up in the uniform of the Girls' Academy. I do like the uniform for it. They were wearing the same uniform as Rain's sister. Yeah, they must go to St. Estrella too. So the famous St. Estrella's girls' school is around here, huh? It's supposed to be a combined middle and high school exclusively for the young ladies of the nobility. Yeah, this is one part of the capital that the masses have no reason to visit. Although I can at least support the school's commitment to fostering chastity and rejecting materialism. You seem to know an awful lot about a fancy girls' school. No, I don't. It's all just common knowledge. It almost looks like freaking doors. It almost looked like doors. It's so funny. At least just the entrance. I don't know about anything else. Anyway, let's go and wait by the front gate. Yeah, those are the instructor's orders. I'm feeling kind of nervous, actually. Why would you? To men, this academy must seem clad in the mysterious impenetrable aura of feminine nobility. I was wondering, did you not want to come here, Laura? My father did recommend it to me, but they offered no classes in the martial arts. That alone was reason enough to look elsewhere. I can totally understand that. Though I get the feeling Laura would cause a great uproar if she went to a school for genteel young ladies. Yeah, I can picture the chaos now. Oh? I have a number of acquaintances who attend there, and from all I hear, it does seem to be a wonderful school. I've heard that even Princess Alphin herself is a student there. I've heard that too. The princess who? You've seriously never heard of her? I know you're not from Erebonia, but even still. To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if plenty of Erebonians didn't know who she is. Princess Alphin is the daughter of the reigning emperor, His Majesty Eugen. Yeah, that's the daughter of Prince Olivier. You know, from the first game. She's supposed to be as sweet as an angel and popular with everyone. Is that so? Actually, I believe she's the same age as Fee. I've had the opportunity to meet her once before. She truly is as charming as the rumors suggest. I figured as much. I've seen photographs of her plenty of times in magazines, though. I've never had the opportunity to meet her. Sounds like she's in the same school year as Elise, come to think of it. She has a twin brother, too, Prince Cedric. He's the crown prince of Erebonia. Oh, right. I think I've seen a picture of the prince in a magazine before. Dark blonde hair, just like Eustace's brother, right? Oh, I think you're thinking of Prince Olivert. He's Cedric and Alpin's older brother. Why isn't he the crown prince then? I've heard the reason is that his mother was a commoner. Seems like a stupid reason to deny him the right of succession, but that's how nobles do things. I feel like I've been hearing his name a lot lately. He made a big splash when he came back from Liberal aboard that airship. You know the one, right? Ah, he must be referring to his return aboard the Orsail after the crisis in Liberal was put to rest. Yeah, I remember saying that. It really made a big impact. Never seen an airship that looked so white and elegant before. I believe my father went to welcome the prince back in his capacity as Imperial Governor too. And yeah, now that you mention it, that does seem to be when I started hearing his name around a lot more. Oh, you're here already? Here's the rest of our class. Ah, you made it. Good to see you all. You're a bunch of early birds, aren't you? Well, we just about finished up everything we had to do when we got the call to meet here. Were you able to finish up everything on your end too? As if we'd leave any loose ends. If not for our unfamiliarity with the city, we would have been finished this morning. Ugh, every time. Looks like getting these two to kiss and make up will be an uphill battle. Well, some say that when someone gets under your skin, it means that you really care about what they think. Wait, did you two? I figured the girls would be the first one to notice. Of course. I apologize for any worry I've caused you. We're fine now. Really? That's great. It sure is. Maybe after this field study is over, we can get together and spend the night talking in one of our rooms. Sounds good. The thought of a Class 7 pajama party makes me a little embarrassed. That's girls for you. Girls and sleepovers go together like jam and toast, huh? I don't know if that pertains to real life, but we'll let that slide. We'll let that remark slide. That must be the Hain Cathedral's bell. It has a solemn, stately sound, wouldn't you say? It sounds so different from how it does in the Ost district, but that makes sense considering the distance. That bell ringing must mean it's 5 o'clock, which means it's almost the time we were supposed to meet here.
兄様
Elise? What are you doing here? Wait, I guess this is your school, so where else would you be? Yes. I see all of your classmates are with you too. It's only been a week since we saw you, hasn't it? Heh. Well, we told you we were to meet here. We were told to meet here, I think he said. Wait a minute. Are you the ones? The 9 guests I was told to expect at 5 o'clock sharp? Oh, there are 9 of us in Class 7. Wait, what? Then that would mean you're the one who told us you wanted to meet us? Oh my god. You're the ones who were told wanted us to come here? Actually, I suspect that would be a friend of mine. Oh, it's gonna be, Olivier's, daughter. Forgot her name already. I forgot, but yeah, her. Why does she always have to be such a mischief maker? I swear. You should have at least given me a little warning that you were coming. Elise?
失礼しました。トールズ士官学院7組の皆様。ようこそ聖アストライア女学院へ。それでは案内させていただきます。
Seems like this request is straight from Olivier's daughter herself. And what are we really gonna be entering a girls' school? I imagine everyone will be staring. But boys! I don't think I've seen that uniform. Is that from another school? The uniform is from Thor's Military Academy. My brother studied there when he was younger. Wasn't it the military academy Emperor Drakehel's founded? I heard that they allow commoners to enroll there too. Oh my god, the auto is so fast. Oh my, isn't that Lady Laura? She always looks so gallant. Oh, do you think she's transferring here? Isn't that blonde boy Eustace? Duke Alberea's son? Oh, he's so cute. Do you think that boy's a foreigner? He's so tall. Oh, that redhead is so cute. That silver-haired girl looks like she needs a hug. That blonde girl seems so cultured. Which family do you think she's from? That girl with the glasses has such an amazing figure. If I had... Oh my god. The auto is so fast. Ugh. I can feel their stares. I can feel their stares boring holes into my head. Huh. Pay them no mind. We certainly do seem to be the stars of the show today. And Laura's as popular as ever. I can't say that being admired doesn't feel nice, but please don't be too hard on them. We don't have many opportunities to meet people from outside the school. You think that boy in the front is a commoner? I'm not sure, but either way, he looks so handsome. How do you think they know Elise? Actually, you're right. This is kind of uncomfortable. Are they all the same age as you, Elise? I don't know, and I don't care. Rosen Garden.
ここは
屋内庭園みたいですね。
本学院のバラ園になります。こちらに本日皆さんをお招きした方がいらっしゃいます。それって。
どうやらやんごとなき身分の方らしいな。
Wait a minute. I think I know what this is. I think I know what's gonna happen. At the very beginning of chapter 4, we did see that I forgot her name, but the daughter of Prince Olivier said that she wanted to go to the ball or something of the sort, something like a ball of some sort. But Olivier and Cedric were both like, "Oh, just so you have an idea of who you want to get, what type of guy you want to take with there, to take with you there." And she was like, "I have an idea if they will agree with me." And so that means that boy has to have been Reen. But at the same time, why would there be 9 of us showing up here at the same time?
姫様、お客様をお連れしました。
But it has to be Reen in particular because when Reen because Elise did point out that that was her brother. So I'm guessing that you know, that caught her attention at that point in time.
ありがとう。入っていただいて。
まさか。
エリゼ、もしかして。
ご想像通りかと。さあ、どうぞ中へ。やっぱり。
Oh, that's a pretty sight. Princess Alphen. There you go, Alphen.
トールズ士官学院7組の皆さん、私はアルフィンライゼ・アルノールと申します。どうかよろしくお願いしますね。
Yep. I saw it coming. And let's see if my guess as to what she wants of us is correct. But at the same time, it has to be a little bit more than just that because she wanted all 9 of us here. But like I said, I'm pretty sure she wants to take Reen with her to that ball, the ball, the dance, whatever the heck it was. I forgot. It was some big high standard, you know, kind of thing. I can't remember. It was 2 streams ago.
知りません。兄たちに話が終わりならご勝手にどうぞ。
Although she does seem kind of young compared to Reen, though.
それはともかく。
But I mean, I believe Fee is like the same age as everyone else in Class 7, so I guess she might be under the same thing, maybe? I don't know. She might have the same type of position.
ユーシさん、ラウラさん、お久しぶりですね。
殿下こそご無沙汰しておりました。
お美しくなられましたね。
でもラウラさんとはこの学院でご一緒できるかと期待していたのですけど。
Her reasoning was pretty funny, though.
ええ、剣の道に生きると決めた身ですので、ご期待に添えずに申し訳ありません。
アンジェリカさんもトールズに行ってしまうし。
So she knew Angelica.
こうなったら私も来年そちらに編入しようかしら。姫様やっとこっちを向いてくれたわね。もう。
Wow, she seems lively. She seems far more easygoing than I was expecting. I've heard plenty about her, but none of that prepared me for meeting her in person. So this is what it's like to be in the presence of royalty. It's actually rather overwhelming. I can see why people always compare her to an angel. Me too.
兄様、どうかご心配なく。私の方といえば日々つつがなく暮らしております。未だ淑女には程遠いとはいえ、友人にも恵まれ、楽しく充実した生活を送らさ せてもらっています。
Well, she does seem to have at least one wonderful friend. Kind of an understatement when that friend happens to be Princess Alphen.
リーン・シュバルツァーさん、お噂はかねがね妹さんからお聞きしたんですよ。姫様。
恐縮です。自分の方も妹から大切な友人に恵まれたと伺っております。兄としてお礼を言わせてください。
兄様、聞いていた通り。それ以上ですわね。リーンさん、お願い
I
が
knew it. It's gonna be exactly what I thought.
今後妹さんに倣ってリーン兄様とお呼びしていいですか？姫様。
Let's see.
そのことあるごとに妹さんからリーンさんのお話を聞いているうちに他人とは思えなくなってしまって、実際にこうしてお会いできて気持ちが抑えきれなくなったというか、私にも兄がおりますし、すぐになれると思うのですが。
That's weird.
さすがに恐れ多いというか。
いい加減にしてください。エリゼのケチ、ちょっとくらいいいじゃない。まあ、それはともかく、今日皆さんをお呼びしたのは他でもありません。ある方と皆さんの会見の場を用意したかったからなのです。
Like us to meet someone?
ある方ですか？
Hold on a second. I accidentally crashed my restream because of what I did. Okay.
それは一体。
Is it Cedric?
これは
Hey.
ギター、
Wait.
ルートの音。
What is she doing? I don't see anything.
いらしたみたいですね。
It's Prince Olivier. A lute? Someone carrying a lute? It has to be.
待たせたようだね。
ご無沙汰しております。
久しぶりだね、エ
It
リ
feels,
ゼ君。
it feels so good to. Sorry about that. I was changing the title. It feels so good to see Prince Olivier again, especially since he's been with us since the very first game. One of the very first characters that we ever meet in the entire series. And he's still with us, and he's still rocking the same white and blue outfit every single time.
まあ楽にしてくれたまえ。
誰？
どこかで見たことがあるような。
ここの音楽教師さ。
But why would Olivier be here? I guess this might solidify my possible guess as to what she wants for half of us here. What she half wants for us. I'm guessing Olivier here is not only she wants to see, but also Olivier here is here to tell us that he's gonna need our help with something. And it's gonna be something big. Like make sure everything goes well at the place that we're gonna be going with Elise. I mean Alphen.
本当は愛の狩人なんだが、この女学院でそれを言うとシャレになってないからね。汚れなき乙女の園に迷い込んだ愛の狩人。ロマンなんだが。
もしや。
お兄様、そのくらいで皆さん弾いていらっしゃいますわ。
さすが我が妹、なかなかのツッコミじゃないか。まさか。
ひょっとして。
Prince Oliver.
オリバルト・ライゼ・アルノール、通称宝刀王子さ。そしてトールズ士官学院のお飾りの理事長
Oh, he's one of the chairmen.
よろしく頼むよ、7組の諸君。
So he's the third one. No, he's the fourth. Yeah, so he's the last one. So Reen's dad was not the fourth one. So I was wrong. That means I was half right. I knew Maka's dad was gonna be the third one, and I thought Reen's dad was gonna be the fourth, but I guess not. It was Oliver, Prince Olivier. His name always changes from Olivier to Olivert, so excuse me if I go back and forth between the names. That's a really big table.
学院の理事長をされているのが皇族の方とは聞いていたのですが
驚くのも無理はない。今をときめく宝刀王子が伝統ある士官学院の理事長なんかやっているんだからね。まああまり聞こえがよろしくないのは確かだろうね。
お兄様、ご自分でそれを言ったら身も蓋もありませんわ。
Yeah, and not only did they say that it's not, they're not chairman because they decided to apply, all these big and powerful people from our family decided to apply there, but it was also they actually were recommended to become chairman, but that's the question that goes into my head. Why were they applied, and who recommended them? Was it the principal of the school himself? That's what has me curious.
ですが、本当なのですか？殿下が7組の設立をお決めになったというのは。
He was the one for establishing Class 7.
種を明かせばそういうことさ。もともとトールズの理事長職は
So we're gonna get the reason as to why Class 7 was made, probably.
私も名ばかりではあったんだが、一昨年のリベール旅行で心を入れ替えたのさ。
Ooh, Trails in the Sky took place 2 years ago. Trails in the Sky took place 2 years ago, guys. So, Trails to Azure is happening right now, but that means Trails in the Sky 1 took place 2 years ago.
一昨年のリベール旅行。リベールの異変ですね。
ああ、あの危機における経験が帰国後の私の行動を決定づけた。そしていくつかの悪あがきをさせてもらっているんだが、そのうちの一つが士官学院に新たな風を巻き起こすことだった。
新たな風。
すなわち我々特化クラス7組ですか。
では身分に関係なく様々な生徒を集めたのも。
ああ、もともとは私の発案さ。もちろんアークスの適性が高いというのも条件だったがね。
Yeah, we know about that already.
その意図もなんとなくわかります。こうして特別実習という名目で各地に向かわせることの意味も。
この帝国で起きている実情、貴族派と革新派の対立を知らしめ考えさせるのが狙いですか。
無論それもある。
Yeah, I expected that to be half the reason, but not the main one.
だが私は君たちに現実に様々な壁が存在するのをまずは知ってもらいたかった。その二大勢力だけではない帝都と地方、伝統や宗教と技術革新、この激動の時代において必ず現れる壁から目を背けず自ら考えて主体的に行動する、そんな資質を若い世代に期待したいと思っているのだよ。
Okay.
それは
正直身に余る期待ですけど。ですがようやくいろいろなものに合点がいった心境です。
確かにこの7組ならばそんな視野が持てるかもしれない。
そういった手応えが自分たちの中にあるのも確かです。だね。
そう言ってくれただけでも私としては本望だ。7組の発起人は私だが、すでにその運用からは外れている。それでも一度君たちに会って今の話だけは伝えたいと思っていた。そこにアルフィンが今回の席を用意すると申し出てくれてね。
そうだったんですか。お兄様のためというのもありますけど、 エリゼの大切なお兄さんに
Heh.
一度お会いしたかったのもありますね。姫様。
あはは話を聞かせていただいて本当にありがとうございます。自分たちの中の芯が一本改めて通ったような心境です。ですがお話を聞く限り自分たちが期待されているのはそれだけではなさそうです。
Yeah, I feel like there's something bigger with Class 7.
ほう。
士官学院の常任理事の3
Yeah, it has the
名、我が兄
important
ルー
people.
ファス・アルバレアに、そしてラインフォルト社会長イリーナ・ラインフォルトですか。
確かにその3人は
どう考えても王子様とは違う狙いを持ってそう。
その通りだ。先ほども言ったがすでに7組の運用は私から離れ、このうち知っての通りルーファス君とレーグニッツ知事はお互い対立する立場にある。イリーナ会長はアークスなどの技術的な方面に関係しているが、
Technology?
その
Okay.
思惑は私にもよくわからない。そして君たちの特別実習の行き先を決めているのは彼らなのさ。
そうだったんですか。
So Rufus decided to bring him to Liberia Hard as an example. So like, I'm pretty sure that was influenced by Rufus back in chapter 2.
確かに何か思惑や
And then
駆け引
Marcus
きなどがありそうですね。
Dad wanted them to come here.
ああ、7組設立にあたって譲れない条件として彼らから提示されたものでね。正直ためらいはしたのだが、それでも我々は君たちにかけてみた。帝国が抱える様々な壁を乗り越える光となり得ることを。だがそれも我々の勝手な思惑さ。君たちは君たちであくまで士官学院の生徒として青春を謳歌すべきだろう。恋に、部活に、友情に、甘酸っぱい青春なんかをね。
そう言っていただけると少しだけ気が楽になりました。
その先ほど我々と殿下はおっしゃっていましたが、他にも殿下に賛同されている関係者の方々が？
ああ、バンダイク学院長さ。もともと私もトールズの出身で、あの人の
He
教え
studied, attended doors and studied under the
7
principal.
組を設立するアイディアにも全面的に賛同してくれたんだ。
そうだったんですか。
確かに学院長
Even
に
way
は
back when he
いろいろ
decided
と
Class
配
7
慮
was
して
going
い
to be a
ただいてい
thing.
ますね。
3人の理事たちとは異なり、学院運営に口を出せる立場にないが、理事会での舵取りもしてくれている。何よりも現場の責任者として最高のスタッフを揃えてくれたからね。
最高のスタッフ。
もしかしてサラ教官のことでしょうか。
彼女だけではないがね。ただ学院長が彼女を引き抜いたのは非常に大きかっただろう。帝国でも指折りの実力者だし、何よりも特別実習の指導
Sarah is one of the strongest people in the Empire.
帝国でも指折りの実力者。
特別実習の指導にうってつけの人材。
私も噂くらいは耳にしたことがありますわ。エクレールなんてかっこいい呼ばれ方をされている方ですよね。
エクレール。
Yeah, we heard Purple Lightning before.
やはり
二人が知っているということは帝国の武の世界で知られる名前か。
ああ、耳にしたことがあるくらいだけど。
帝国遊撃士協会にその人ありと言われたほどの若きエース。最年少で永久遊撃士となった恐るべき実力と実績の持ち主。市電のバレスタイン。それが君たちの担任教官。
She was the first youngest bracer to hit rank A. Huh. We got to save here, sure. We have a whole hour left, so we can continue, don't worry. Thanks for seeing us out. Oh, I like that outfit for Elise. I really like that outfit. I like the the all black, which looks nice, but this looks good on her too. I never would have guessed you were friends with Princess Alphen of all people. Ah, I wish I knew how much of what she said was genuine. Hey, Elise. Thank you for taking the time to come here today. Take care on your way back to your lodgings. We will, thank you. Thanks for showing us around. Good night. Good night, everyone. So I guess I was wrong about the part that she wanted us to go to the ball with her. Wait. Don't worry. I can kind of understand where she's coming from. I doubt anyone could have guessed that Her Highness would have extended such a bold invitation to you. I'm not sure how that's my fault. Ah, yes. I almost forgot. Irene, I have a small favor I'd like to ask of you. Of me? Oh, wait. Your Highness? Oh, you're going to ask him? But of course. You see, tomorrow I'll be attending a garden party sponsored by the local government for the start of the fest. I freaking knew it! I called it! I called it ahead of time, guys. You see, I knew it. I was right. Or rather, Makia's father invited me to attend. Yes, I seem to recall hearing that myself. That's the one at the Crystal Garden in Mater Park, right? Indeed. Anyways, let's not waltz around the matter. I was rather hoping that you would join me as my dance partner, Irene. Does that mean... Do you think Her Highness knows that old saying, a dance today, a wedding tomorrow? I'm sure that's fully in the realm of tabloid speculation. Still, there's no denying that many will interpret it that way. Whoa. Hold on a minute. I don't think I can. I mean, it would be an honor, but it's like too great of an honor for someone like me. Oh, not at all. Your father may have been a baron, but the Schwarzers have a long and deep ties with the Imperial family. I apologize if this comes across as rude, but inviting you would likely create less opposition if I were to invite Eustace. I see. Well, I can't deny that. You needn't apologize. I find your choice rather fascinating, actually. Eustace, you're not helping. Anyway, I really don't think I'm the man you want. Sometimes I can barely keep from tripping over my own feet. Is that so? Elise once told me that she asked you to help her practice the finer points of ballroom dancing. In fact, she says you're an excellent dancer, that you step lightly and very gracefully. Is that not true, Reen? Well... I understand. It was rude of me to trouble you with a petition like this on such short notice. And besides, I don't suppose you would have much interest in dancing with a little girl like me. No. That's not what I mean, Your Highness. That's my sister, alright. She really knows how to twist a knife. Your Highness, please. You too, Prince Oliver. Looks like they're both having fun. I had no idea the Imperial family was such a lively and cheerful bunch. I get the feeling they aren't all like this. Ah, I see now. How could it not have crossed my mind? Perhaps the truth is that you already have your heart set on someone else? Or just someone you are already courting? Well, do you? I'm positively dying to know which maiden has conquered the battlefield of your heart. Wait, I mean... Yikes. I'm not gonna get out of this one. I'm not sure how to turn her down gently. Very well. I shall relent this time. Huh? Ah. However, next year I'll be 16, just like your sister. That's when I'll be making my debut into high society. So, I'd be very happy if you'd give my invitation some thought. Isn't Rain 17? So they're not much older, right? Well, aren't you the lucky one? Her Highness really seems to have taken a liking of you. You really ought to have accepted her invitation. It might have led to something truly unexpected in the future. Nah, I doubt it. It seems like she took an interest in me because I'm her friend's brother. She didn't really seem all that serious about it, so I figured she was just trying to tease the two of us. Can't deny it seemed that way, but I got the impression that wasn't all that was going on there. You weren't the only one feeling nervous that whole time. Prince Oliver was an even more unusual person than I had heard. No doubt about that. He seemed entertaining to be around. To think that he's the one who made Class 7 possible. He seems easygoing, but hearing him talk about our class made what we're doing feel even more important. And besides, he gave us plenty of other useful info. Yeah, including the fact that the board of directors seems to have their own agenda for us. I have no idea what they're planning, but their motives seem incredibly suspicious. Agreed. Hearing about the instructor's background kind of threw me for a loop too. I wouldn't have imagined that she used to be a bracer. Maybe because you don't really see them around anymore to begin with. A rank is more or less the highest rank you can be too. I assume you already know about her history fee? Yep. The guild is every Jaeger Corp's main competition after all. Probably even ran into her a few times during our operations. Really? Unbelievable. I'd almost forgotten about those good old days. Instructor? How long have you been there? So, looks like you finally figured out... Sounds like you finally found out about my work history, huh? I guess that kinda tarnishes my ravishing adult charm a bit then. I hate to break it to you, but you didn't have any to begin with. Shh. Did you hear an old maid sighing? What was that? Oh, it's Claire. Good evening, everyone. Captain Claire? This is quite the unusual combination. She's the Icy Maiden. So we got Purple Lightning and Icy Maiden. They had to have worked together. I think they were probably both bracers. They were working together. I feel like that's how that was. And Crow had to be the other one as well, because isn't he Scarecrow? I'm guessing that that's Scarecrow. But that's just my guess. Let me be the first to assure you that this wasn't my idea. But the governor asked me to tell you that tomorrow's field study is being put on hold. Instead, you get the exciting opportunity to help this lady and her goons with their evil schemes. Huh? What evil schemes? Huh. Sarah, could you maybe not try to put them off entirely before I even had the chance to explain? Actually, there is a matter I'd like all of you to help us with. I've discussed this with the governor, and he decided that this would be the best way to handle the issue. Oh my. Now, if you'd be so kind as to get on board, I'll explain everything to you at the command post in Hain Central Station. Same day, 21:30. Okay. Okay, it's 9:30. 9:30 right now. I don't know what this could be pertaining to, but this is gonna be big. Because the story has to pick up really big at some point, right? Terrorists? Indeed. I'm afraid we had no choice but to define them as such. Unfortunately, we have no clue as to their aim, nor do we know the names of the group's members, its size, or its history. At present, it doesn't even seem that the terrorist group has established a name for itself. That's a lot of unknowns. Would I be correct in assuming the man who we met in the North Highlands was who was trying to start a war as a member? Ah. So he's one of them, He said his name was Gideon or G or something like that. So that's what So that's what that man you encountered in the Highlands was up to. He does seem like the terrorist type. And you think he and his groups... You think he and his group are going to try something tomorrow on the first day of the summer festival? We're currently operating under that assumption, yes. The summer festival lasts 3 days. But unlike festivals in other provinces, only the first day garners much attention. It's been a month since the incident in Nord. If they intend to make their next move soon, tomorrow is a likely time. I'd have to agree. Terrorists do love their time in the spotlight after all, and considering how easily Gideon gave you his name, I'm betting we'll start to see them acting more openly soon. First, you gather arms and other like-minded allies in secret. Then, you reveal yourself with a bang and keep going on in quick succession. That's the typical terrorist MO. I see. And you want us to assist in countermeasures against them? Right. The RMP will be joining forces with the Hain Dollar Military Police to bolster the capital's security. Unfortunately, as big as the capital is, I can't say with big complete confidence that there will be no holes in our security. And that's where you come in. You'll be assisting in our security measures as a reserve force. Bah! I'd sure be nice if the guild was still active here. They would have come in mighty handy right about now. Yes, I don't disagree. Sarah, you do know that the guild's RMP has no involvement in the guild's withdrawal from the capital system. Wait, oh my god, let me read this all again. Sarah, you do know that the RMP had no involvement in the guild's withdrawal from the capital, right? Oh really? I mean, your boss and that brother of yours could hardly make their opposition to the guild more obvious if they tried. Well... Okay, so I guess that would pretty much rule out that she was a bracer. So Claire, the Icy Maiden, was not a bracer. That just means she just made a name for herself in her position here. And she definitely has if we're talking to her now. Wow. These two really seem to have a messy history between them. It sure looks that way, especially where the guild is concerned. Although it sounds like your brother has been keeping busy in Crossbow recently. So what's it gonna be? Why did you choose this as your field study task for tomorrow is totally up to you. If you decline, there are plenty of tasks the governor needs taken care of, like you've been handling the last 2 days. The summer festival is a busy time after all. Lots of little details that need to be squared away. I think I speak for Group A when I say we'd be glad to join in with the anti-terrorist countermeasures. Group B feels the same. Alright then. Thank you for your assistance, everyone. Now let's move right along to confirming the patrol routes you'll be following. Look at that cat. She's gonna really feel the nostalgia with her stepping in here. Wow, this place sure brings back memories. Yeah, I thought so. Up until about a year and a half ago, I'd swing by here at least once a week. Really? I wouldn't be surprised if I'd seen you around here before then. Well, I did end up getting to know your sister. Fiona, right? Works as a piano teacher? Seriously? Wait, she did say she knew someone who worked at the guild. I guess she was talking about the instructor. Still, instructor. What is it that caused the guild to withdraw from the capital? I've been wondering that for a while now myself. The guild used to be pretty active here in Erebonia, right? Oh yeah, the direct cause was guild branches all over the country being blown up. But I'm sure you already know about that. The culprits were a Jaeger corps hired by a nasty bunch by the guild was at odds with at the time. Well, still is. But anyway, thanks to a dependable ally, we were able to defeat the Jaegers. But by then, the Imperial government had its eye on us. They started making life difficult for us. Took away most of the guild's authority in the country, leaving our hands tied. Eventually, the branches here started closing one by one, with no real prospect of ever opening. So that's how it was. Instructor? Don't worry. Your dad might be the city governor, but he wasn't really involved. A certain friend of his, however, was very involved. You're talking about Chancellor Gileaf Osborne, representative of the Imperial government, I assume. Yep, him and his cronies in the Imperial Intelligence Division. It's kind of like a sister organization to the Railway Military Police. Anyway, after that, I was out of a job. That's when Principal Van Dyke came and offered me a position at the academy. I started as a combat instructor last spring, and after that, I wound up being chosen as your class homeroom teacher. I still help out at the guild from time to time, though. That's how I ended up bringing in our Jigger Princess here. The bunny ears covering her. Knock it off. So that's what happened. You mentioned that a Jigger Corps was responsible for the attacks. What was its name? Oh, it wasn't the same group Fee used to run with. They were called Jester. Not a particularly high-ranking outfit. I see. Worried about me? Well, I did suspect that it was a likely different corpse. From the sound of it, the Jaeger Corps Fee belonged to was a pretty large one, though. Oh, definitely. She was with Zephyr. Their leader was this insidious guy known as the Jaeger King. You name a combat specialty, Zephyr had it covered. They were the only corps on par with the Red Constellation, which had its root in the Berserkers of the Middle Ages. They caused me plenty of trouble back when I was still a full-time bracer. Look who's talking. You caused us plenty of trouble yourself. It's hard to believe this all happened because... It's hard to believe that this all happened to people we actually know. Yeah, it sounds more like a story out of some novel. Anyway, the terrorists you've been hearing about lately aren't part of any Jaeger Corps. I figured that was the case. Generally, Jaegers are more interested in just two things: money and fighting. That Gideon guy you encountered in the Nord Highlands doesn't seem to fit that description, though. If I had to guess, I'd say he's acting on some kind of deep-seated grudge. A grudge, huh? Well, it's hard to say anything for sure. I never met him myself. From what I understand, he did seem particularly tenacious. He was definitely that, which means we were really going to have to step it up for our patrol tomorrow. Your involvement is just a precautionary step, but if you're going to help give it your best, I say. Seems like your teamwork is smoother than ever too, so all the better. Anyway, it's late, so go get your report written and get some sleep. I'm gonna crash in one of the empty rooms upstairs. Ah. The instructor never changes, does she? You sure? She seemed more talkative than usual. Feels like she was pushing herself. Now that you mention it, she did seem more forthcoming with information than usual. Maybe she's feeling a bit weird being back in her old workplace? You might be right. Still, I guess we're not really in any position to be worrying about her. We'll just have to do our best tomorrow to coordinate with Group B to make sure that everything goes smoothly. Agreed. Alright, the sooner we get that report written, the sooner we can get some sleep. Alright. Oh, and all the AP that we got. It was not enough to get us to rank A6, but we're so close. Literally, in the next day, we're gonna definitely get there. The A6. Hope we're getting all the APs that we can. Obviously, we missed quite a bit during that the midterms, and I want to say that one time when Machias went down during that one practical exam, I think. But it's fine. I'm not trying to get a 100%. Hopefully there's some extra points that if you do mess up, there are extra points to still getting you into the A0 or A1 rank.
時は至った。今こそ
我らが鉄槌を持って赤き都の眠りを覚ます時だ。
It's Gideon, or G, because he has glasses just like that guy did. Comrade G, all the necessary preparations are complete. But it feels like you have so few men accompanying you. Wouldn't it be wise to bring in a few others for backup?
何？心配は無用だ。この笛さえあれば、鉄道憲兵隊も恐れるに足りん。
Has to be an artifact.
明日はとうとう我々の名前を世間に知らしめる時。頼もしき同志たちよ。
Yeah. Nope. Like they said, tomorrow's gonna be a big day. Field study day 3, day of the summer festival. All those banners up and all this confetti coming out of nowhere. Alright, I'm gonna go check on Group B before heading over to the Railway Military Police's command post. Just give me a call in your Arcus if you find anything during your patrols. Okay, will do, instructor. Leave it to us. Still, I was expecting Captain Claire to be our point of contact. Yeah, I wasn't expecting you to agree with I wasn't expecting you to cooperate with the Railway Military Police. I'm not exactly delighted about working with them, but things are looking pretty serious. I'm helping them with this once. I'm acting as your point of contact, but I won't let them forget for a minute that they owe me. Anyway, I'll see you all later. Tell Fiona thanks for the breakfast. Sure thing. Alright, we should get moving too. We've got our designated area, so we'll be patrolling them one by one, keeping an eye out for anything suspicious. Instructor said she'd contact us around noon too. Let's be off then. Ja! I'm guessing the city's gonna be packed with people since it's the first day of the summer festival. That's all the more reason we need to stay especially vigilant. So I was wrong. That brings me to that one point that I mentioned about Fee. I was completely wrong about. I thought Fee, Fee mentioned that she was, obviously from the Jaegers, from the Zephyr group, high-ranking Jaegers. But I did mention because of Fee saying Ja, I thought she would have been connected to the Testaments, with God, I forgot that guy's name. I'm sorry, I always forget names. But the Testaments in that group, because they were originally from the high-ranking group of the church, which I forgot the name of, and they all always said Ja instead of saying yes or yes sir or Roger. They always said Ja. So I expected Fee was to be a part of them in some way or another, but I was completely wrong. That means this Ja has to be from some place that Fee might be from, or maybe a location that they're from. I don't really know. Anyways, where is the first place that we're heading? It's not even a place that's selling. Oh, over here. What's wrong, Milton? Oh, hi, Elliot. There's a pretty interesting rumor floating around at the moment. I think I skipped it. I didn't get to read what he said. Something about vanishing. Did you say vanishing? Do you know any more details? Oh, caught your interest, I see? I don't know. This is some good stuff. It might even be too juicy to share. Speak up. Oh, force it out of you. Right, okay. I get it. Dang, you two are scary. So yeah, like I said, someone from the apartments around here just straight up vanished. Caretaker came by to check on them this morning and found the room as empty as if no one had ever lived there. The only thing left in there was the key to the room. That's quite the curious situation. Yeah, especially since they disappear without ever telling anyone. I've never heard of anyone leaving town during the summer festival either. Maybe they had a reason they had to move out so quickly. You think this might be related to the terrace in some way? Sounds like some kind of a stretch. Whoa there. You guys seem like you got some good material. What's this about tearing wrists? Come on, fill me in. Don't worry. Nothing important. There does seem to be some substance behind this rumor, though. Agreed. We do well to keep the story in mind. That's all there is to investigate on Untitled Street. We should move to another part of the city. Sounds good. Let's go to Vancouver Street. Because this is my favorite place. We got 2 things that we can investigate here. One is inside of here. Speaking with someone upstairs. No? Oh yeah, what? Crow is here!
やっぱ近頃の俺は冴えてるぜ。
God, I love this voice actor so much.
こりゃ特賞はいただきだな。
Crow? Ah, hey guys. How's that field study coming along? Oh, it's going fine. But why are you here? Oh, you don't know? Classes don't run back at the academy during the summer festival, so I came here to squeeze as much fun as possible out of this fortuitous bit of free time. Meaning? The summer races, of course. Wait, you came all the way here to bet money on horse racing? We're minors. We're not allowed to place bets. Do I look like a lawbreaker to you? There's a magazine that's running a prize contest for the summer races. You send in your predictions, and if you're spot on, you win a really fancy prize. You came all this way out to the capital just to check on that? If only we had such boundless energy. Alright, time for some serious praying to the goddess. I'll leave the money here, okay? Thank you very much. Come back anytime. Anyways, I'm heading over to the Cathedral over in the Sank District. Peace. Thanks. Come on, goddess. Let me win that prize. That seems a rather pedestrian thing to pray for. So irresponsible. That's Crow for you. Looks like there are still places we haven't explored. Go look somewhere else. Yep. We have not explored the person who's outside here. What's wrong? Did you notice something? I thought I sensed someone suspicious. Did you think it was one of the terrorists? We can typically depend on Fee's instincts at a time like these. Might have been my imagination. Lots of people excited for the festival here. Could have been one of them. Either way, that's something we should note in our report. Like Laura said, your instincts tend to be accurate. Yeah, agreed. That's all there is to investigate on Vancouver Street. Time to move on to the other areas of the city. Oh my god. Garnier District now. One inside the hotel. Oh my! Aren't you the military academy students from the other day? It's Vita. So we meet again. Did you come all the way here just to see me? But Miss Clotilde! I didn't think we'd get another chance to meet you. Hello again. Actually, we're here as part of our field study again. We're doing a patrol of the city. Aw, isn't that a shame? But I'm glad to see you're all working so hard. I see the 2 of you were able to make peace. I'm surprised. How could you notice such a small change when you only met us once 2 days ago? Oh, was I right? I just had a feeling that might be the case. Call it a woman's intuition. Anyway, have you noticed have you noticed any significant changes here since we last talked? Well, thanks to all of you guys taking care of that beast, I've been able to truly relax during my stay. I've slept wonderfully these past couple of nights. But now that you mention it, I did notice a suspicious-looking group of people near the hotel last night. You did? There were 2 of them talking in the back alley near here, hats pulled tightly over their heads. When they noticed me trying to sneak a peek, they panicked and vanished into the night. I did overhear them talking about a plan of some kind, though. A plan? That does seem rather suspicious, although we don't know what it is. Although we don't know enough to say for certain. Yeah, it does sound like something we should keep in mind. Thank you for your help. I'm happy to have been of service. Still, I'd love to stay here and talk for a while, but I'm afraid my schedule is a little booked at the moment. Are you busy doing something for the festival? Yes, I was invited by a member of the Imperial family to sing at a banquet being held at the palace tonight. I was actually on my way to rehearse for it. I see. I wish I could go and watch, but I doubt there's any chance of that. Obviously. Well, good luck. We wish you all the best. The same to you. Anyway, goodbye for now. Heh, that's a pro for you. Even when you wish her luck, you're the one who ends up feeling encouraged. Indeed, she never ceases to surprise. That's all there is to investigate in the Garnier district. Time to move on to one of the other areas. Hopefully we get into some battles in the dungeon, because I really want the Sepith Mask to be able to buy the Still Blues and the Rouge. And there's the entrance to the underground waterway. What would something like this be doing in a residential area? Especially with all the monsters in it. That's just Heimdallr. They find entrances to underground areas from time to time, but it's not much cause for concern. Everyone's smart enough that they shouldn't go near them. That puts me at ease. Nonetheless, everything seems to be in order here. Huh? What's wrong, Fee? Did you notice something? Nothing. Chances are nobody's in there right now. Nice to know. Problem is, the footprints we left when we came out of here yesterday are gone. And? What does that mean? It's likely that someone went in there yesterday after we all went out. And they erased any evidence that would suggest that they had, erasing our footprints in the process. Sounds about right? Are you certain you're not overanalyzing this? Not completely. It doesn't hurt to keep in the back of our minds at the very least. That's all there is to investigate in the Ost district. Time to move on to the other areas of the city. It must be really like moist in there. I mean, we did get wet and all that stuff and go into the water, so I guess that we would leave some sort of footprints. Great Colors Plaza. There's something in the front.
しかし昨日よりも随分人手が多いな。
皇族の
The palace sure looks festive today. Imperial family's parade starts here, doesn't it? It's pretty nuts. Yeah, they've even got special security arrangements for the event. I've heard that the limousines they'll be using have high quality shielding to stop bullets and explosives too. I guess you can't be careful with the members of the Imperial family after all. I've heard much about the skill of those in the Imperial Guard too. Seeing them in person, it appears those stories were all true. They should be able to handle any crisis that may unfold here. Yeah, I think we can rest easy. That's all there is to investigate in the Drake House Plaza. There's more city to see though, so let's keep moving. Alright, there's Mater Park. These are some high-ranking, powerful-looking guards that they have here. This area appears to be appropriately well-guarded. Soldiers patrolling the park appear to be from the Heimdallr military police. Looks like the Imperial Guard from the Valflame Palace is in charge of security for the Crystal Garden itself, though. I imagine security is going to be airtight, considering the garden party is going to be held in there. Yeah, especially with Princess Alphen in attendance. This level of security is probably standard when it comes to members of the Imperial family. I thought I smelled something familiar. Oh my god, it's Patrick. Hey, isn't that... Oh, Patrick, you're here too? But of course. I did receive a personal invitation to the garden party after all. I see you're all tied up with your field studies or whatever you call them, even on such a fine day. You know, if Patrick is now showing up to this party, I really want Reen now to take Alphen's invitation. So just to wipe that, just to get that a beautiful view of how his face is gonna look when he sees that we're with the princess. You poor souls. Grr, he really does get under my skin. I've gotten used to it already. Are you alone today? I was under the impression that your butler, Celestine, always attends you, but I don't see him today. It's true, he's often at my side, but I spend plenty of time on my own as well. Don't take me for one of those useless nobles who can hardly lace his boots without his butler's help. I always got the impression his butler was more to keep an eye on him. Did you say something? Me? Of course not. Well, I wouldn't want to get in your way. I'm sure they have you running all kinds of menial errands. Meanwhile, I intend to introduce myself to Princess Alphen. Try not to be too jealous now. God damn it. I really want to take that invitation now. Now, if you'll excuse me. I can't say I'm all that jealous considering all that time we spent talking with her yesterday. She even invited Hain to be her dance partner. After seeing that, I can't even bring myself to be irritated by him anymore. Well, the security in this area seems perfect, so it should be relatively safe from terrorists. Yeah, I think it's time to move on to another area. Are you sure it's perfect? Is something bothering you? I feel like we're forgetting something. Now that you mention it, maybe it'll come back to us later. Oh my god, they're forgetting about the underground area. That's where the enemies are gonna come in from and go through. Dang. Yeah, you can tell that's what's gonna happen. Anyways, let me take a quick save and go to Heimdall Port. The last place to visit. The very last place, there's two people to talk to in the middle here. What in Adios name are we supposed to do now? You're telling me. Young folks these days can't count on any of them. Is there some kind of problem here? Oh, you're those students from yesterday. As a matter of fact, we do have a bit of a problem on our hands right now. What kind of problem? Well, it's nothing you needn't worry about. But last night, a bunch of our younger workers up and quit. Just like that. Most of them hadn't even been here for more than half a year. They just started really getting used to the work, too. Now, thanks to that, our schedule's been thrown all out of whack. That is a significant problem. Is there anything we might be able to lend a hand with? Yeah, those people that quit were from, were part of that group that G was in that little, cutscene that we saw earlier. Nah, this one's all on us. We should be able to fix our own problems after all. If they were gonna quit, they could have at least stuck around long enough to train their replacements. I'll bet they all got caught up in the festival hoopla and just decided to cut out of work altogether. Is it too much to ask for a few hands who appreciate a good day's work? Something about this sounds kinda fishy. I get that people would be all excited about the summer festival, but enough to quit their jobs? The timing does seem suspicious. Yeah, let's keep this in the back of our minds for now. Anyway, we patrolled each of the areas assigned to us at least once. It's almost noon now, so we might as well wait for Instructor Sarah to contact us. Okay. I imagine we can just go to Alto Street. Same day, 12 o'clock, noon. Yeah, this is where Sarah's going to contact us. This is Class 7 Group A, Hain Schwarzer speaking. Hey, it's Sarah. Give me an update. Understood. Huh? She sounds way more serious than usual. Hain reported the results of the morning patrol. I see. Something sounds off, alright. Though judging by Fee's reactions, it doesn't sound like the terrorists are wandering the streets. We haven't seen anything that would lead us to believe so. I think there's something happening behind the scenes, though. We just can't be sure what it is. Keep sharpening that instinct of yours. It'll prove invaluable to you. It's almost time for the Imperial family's limousines to head out from Valflame Palace to head to their respective events. Crown Prince Cedric will be going to Heimdall Cathedral in the northwest. Princess Alphen is headed to Mater Park in the northeast, and Prince Olivier will be going to Heimdall Racetrack in the southwest. Prince Olivier got an extremely capable bodyguard with him though, so I'm not as worried about him though. I've tasked Group B with looking after the Crown Prince, so I'd like you to keep an eye on Princess Alphen. Just make sure she gets to that garden party safely. After that, you can resume your patrol. Understood. We'll head to Mater Park at once. Was that the instructor? New marching orders, huh? You guessed it. A limousine carrying Princess Alphen is about to leave Alflame Palace. Our mission is to make sure she gets to the garden party safely. Right. We should get to Mater Park as soon as possible. Then, we should get to Mater Park as soon as possible then. We can follow the main street. Alright. As soon as we're ready, let's head for Mater Park. After taking a tram to Mater Park from the tram stop, the main story will advance. Okay. So, clearly that means something massive is about to happen. And that is literally what's going to happen in the next stream. It's about to be 5, and there's probably going to be so much cutscene, so much dialogue to the point that's going to go over my 5 o'clock time, which is in 11 minutes. But unfortunately, we're just going to have to end it here. But if everything works out tomorrow, I'll be able to do another afternoon stream. So guys, be prepared for that, because I'm prepared myself. It's about to go down. Things are going to get crazy. We're going to have a garden party to work with next time. So be sure to look out for that. Anyways, at this point in time, I don't know who would be on at this point, because I don't know who streams at this time. But I guess we can go ahead and take a quick look. Let me go ahead and check. Oh, actually, we got quite a number of people here. And I'm actually going to be rating it's Saku. It's Saku is actually playing Utawareru Mono Mask of Deception, and I've actually wanted to see how that game plays out, because I actually am curious about trying that game out myself. So I'm gonna go ahead and raid it's Saku. Like I said, he's playing Utawareru Mono Mask of Deception. And wait, is he playing right now? Wait, let me check. Hold on. I don't even think he's playing anything. Oh my god, he's not playing anything. Actually, I'll rate him next time. So let me keep that in the back of my mind. I'm gonna go ahead and raid Mage Knight 404. Mage Knight 404 is streaming Super Robot Tyson Z Saisei Hen. And I don't know what that game is. I don't know how that game plays. I know about the Super Robot Wars games, but I don't know the gameplay really, unless they're all strategy based. So I don't know. I guess we'll see in a second. Either way, I'm gonna start this raid, and I'll see you next time, guys. Like I said, it's gonna be probably another afternoon stream, so expect 2:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. like normal. And oh, Mage Knight only accepts raids from teammates and followed channels. What? Oh, that sucks. Oh, dang. I wanted to raid Mage Knight. Alright, well, I guess that leaves me to my final option. I'm gonna be raiding I'm gonna be raiding RPG Fancom then. RPG Fancom is the same people we raided yesterday, and they're gonna be continuing the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Torna Edition version of it. And I'm gonna be sending you off there. They're gonna be starting in 4.5 minutes. So they haven't started yet. But hey, if I'm ending my stream and they're starting their stream, that's perfect, because you can watch a whole nother stream of some really good JRPG goodness. Anyways, guys, take care and enjoy yourselves, guys. Goodbye.